die. This is an option for you to do for the Unit 4 project for English 9B. So what you're going to do is you are going to pretend like you have to take a big exam on Romeo and Juliet. And so your teacher has given you the criteria of what it is that she wants for the test, like what kinds of things are going to be on it. And you are going to list 20 facts about William Shakespeare. That's the first part of the cheat sheet. So some of the things that you might want to look at are where he was born, what was his birth date, who was his wife, who were his children, where did he live, who were his parents and his siblings, what kinds of things did he write, or you could also do for that one, some specific titles that he wrote. Other things for which he was known, when did he die, what are his most favorite plays, and by that I mean what were the most popular plays that he wrote, and then what is the influence of his writing. So how did his writing change some things, or how did it influence future writers, that kind of thing. So that's some ideas of what you would put on the 20 facts about William Shakespeare. So I would encourage you to find these from sites that end with .org or .edu or .gov. The only .org that I would not like you to use is Wikipedia. Wikipedia is a great place to get ideas, but not a great place to cite. So I would find places that would tell you some things about him, and there are a lot of academic sites about William Shakespeare because all English teachers like to talk about him. And so I would encourage you to go that route. Then the next piece that you're going to talk about are 10 characters in Romeo and Juliet and a brief bio about each. So if the teacher, me, were to put a matching part on the test, what would they say about, for example, Romeo? So he was a Montague. He crashed a party. He had good friends who tried to help him get over another love named Rosaline. He killed Tybalt. He was banished from Verona. He found his love dead, or he found his love and thought she was dead, so he killed himself. So that might be something about Romeo. So Juliet was a Capulet, was slated to marry Paris, married Romeo without her parents' knowledge, pretended to kill herself to get out of marrying Paris, and then killed herself when she realized Romeo was dead. So things like that. So you want to put brief things where if I were to take that information and make a matching test, you would know who it was that we were talking about. And for those pieces, again, you want to look on websites if you don't want to use the text specifically that end in .edu, .org, except for Wikipedia, or .gov. Then the next section is, 10 important locations in the play. And some places you might want to look at are Verona, the Capulet Ball, so the Capulet House, the Capulet Balcony, Friar Lawrence's cell, Mantua, Juliet's room, the Capulet tomb. And you'd want to say again why these areas are important. So, like the Capulet Ball, that's where Romeo and Juliet met. The Capulet Balcony, that's where Romeo and Juliet had their love scene where he proposes to her. So you'd want to be able to do a matching for that. The next piece are, for every act, 5 key events from each act. So I've listed here some of the key events from Act 1. So the servants from the Capulets and the Montagues argue in the square and then battle. Then the prince announces that if there's another brawl, it will come under the penalty of death. And then Paris asks for Juliet's hand in marriage, and Lord Capulet said that he needs to wait. Then Lady Capulet talks to Juliet about what she thinks about getting married. Then Romeo and his friends crash the Capulet party, and Romeo and Juliet see each other at the party and kiss. So those are all important events, and I did 6. So those are all important events that happened in Act 1. So you want to do one of those for each of the acts. And then you are going to submit this as an assignment as a Word document or attached to, you can email it to me at kanderson@isucceedvhs.net, or you can submit it in the Dropbox if that is easier. As always, if you have any questions, please feel free to call me, text me, or email me. Good luck.